Hello, my name's Mac Mayfield. I'm a member of St. Paul's and have been for about 20 years. And right now I'm serving on the vestry as a junior warden. Do my best to help organize and take care of our buildings and grounds, which we love. I'm also very involved in some of our justice ministries. We've have a lot going on here in that regard to touch people who are incarcerated or threatened with incarceration, and believe strongly that people are innocent until proven guilty. Have worked hard with many others at church and in the community to support the Bail Project. That's a revolving bail fund, and we've helped them by making sure that their clients get to their court mandated appointments. And it's been very rewarding, not just for the good work that it does, but also to get to know some of those people who otherwise wouldn't have gotten to know, and to understand their dilemmas and their difficulties. I've learned that it's really hard to be poor, and I'm very happy to be at St. Paul's to be able to work with a large church that has some impact on the community through doing that. Through taking care of some of our ministries that were started a long time ago and then grew up to be independent, like Seven Hills and Magdalene House. This parish has a great heart for those who do not have a lot, and we've worked hard to serve them and love being in Fayetteville and playing a role in making this community better. I'm often surprised by St. Paul's. I grew up in the Episcopal Church, and I attend the early morning service on Sundays, our Rite One service. It's a little bit old-fashioned, some of the old-fashioned language, the these and the thous. And then I look at what our church does, and it's very, very up-to-date and progressive. And those are wonderful contrasts. I enjoy the ritual, and I love being a part of a community that believes in service. The pandemic has had a real impact on a lot of folks. For some of us, it means sitting on the couch, not a great sacrifice. For others, it's threatened their way of life and their ability to have food and shelter. We banded together with some of the other churches in town to take care of our Marshallese population up in Springdale. We believe in welcoming the alien, and truly they are a people without a country right now and have absolutely have no rights in our country. They were affected by deportations through 287G, and they're very much at risk from COVID because of their close family lifestyles. So we were able to raise a significant amount of money to keep them from being evicted so that we keep a roof over their heads. We've partnered with St. James Baptist and their food pantry, which is extensive, but to deliver meals to people who are shut in or who can't get out or have difficulty affording food. Food insecurity in our country is a real problem. I'm thankful to be able to help with that, even if it's only a small part. One of the ministries of St. Paul's is becoming beloved community. I haven't participated in that centrally, but I've been to some of their meetings, and I've found them quite challenging. The whole notion of understanding the advantages that I've had in my lifetime because of my background and my skin color and my education that have not been afforded to others. It's humbling to come to realize that I didn't do it all by myself. I'd like to think that, but I really appreciate being in a community and in discussions that are welcoming and not threatening, so that I can explore some of those vulnerabilities and blind spots that I have. One of the things I've really enjoyed about our parish is that I'm often surprised by what I learn and sometimes by the people I meet. I remember one of the first times I came to adult formation here at St. Paul's, they were talking about archaeology in the Middle East. And in the room, and it was our parish hall, there's probably 50 or 60 people there. There were two people who had actually been to ruins, ancient ruins in the Middle East, and had participated in digs there. It was really an interesting discussion, and on a level that I would have never guessed would happen casually on a Sunday morning. That type of surprise has been ongoing in my involvement with the church, and has brought me a long ways on my journey. And it's great to be in a place where an old dog can learn some new tricks. Serving on the vestry is been interesting and challenging. I'm a retired engineer, and I cringe sometimes when I walk through our buildings and hear things rattling, old air conditioners, or I see a brown spot on a ceiling tile because we have a leaky roof, and we work to keep those things from getting out of hand. But our real focus is on the mission of bringing people to Christ, to relieving suffering where we can, and to growing our own ministries. And that really, this church is an incubator for ministry. It's a platform that so much has come out of. Seven Hills Community Clinic, Magdalene House, those are really important elements of the society, the community in Northwest Arkansas. Proud to be a part of that, and look forward to continuing and growing those missions as well as new ones. In these days with the pandemic and political uncertainty, who knows what the future will hold? But I'm really confident about our church, that it'll be here and a central pillar to the community, and will be a force for good as we go into the next decades.